Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, where you can see great games played badly. I'm John, and this is Satisfactory. Now, last episode, we set up this assembler with a feed up from our constructors down below to make reinforced iron plates. I have fiddled a little bit with that. If we drop down here, we can see that I have now fed all of these back into a merger, then out into a splitter, which breaks it down into two streams, one into the storage there and one up to the assembler. Because the assembler needs 30 screws a minute and we are 60 screws a minute, and we are producing 120, I think that's right. Yes. Yeah. So combining them all and then splitting them down is the way forward there. Over here, if I dash through all the way to the other side, we have these three constructors making iron plates for us at the rate of 20 a minute. The assembler needs 30 a minute. So again, we've fed them all out into a merger, then into a splitter, half of them going into the bin, half of them going up. And if we come around here again, oops, there we go. It takes me ages to get up there. I need to put in some actual walkways and stuff around here. So yeah, so we have plenty of those coming up, and we should be producing plenty of these. There we are, there's one. So we currently have 4 coupons available to print in the assembler, which is, I guess, good. We haven't even built the shop yet. But we could speed up the production here if we wanted to. Because there's a thing called overclocking. And to do that, as somebody very helpfully mentioned in the comments, I need to research that blue slug thing we found, which I think is in here. There it is. So let's go over to the MAM, power slugs, and research the power slug. There we go. We have slug scanning, so if I have 100 copper wire, we can research slug scanning, which would be useful. If we have a yellow slug, we can make yellow power shards, which, cool. And to make, to overclock, we need 50. I completely lost myself there. There we are. We need 50 copper wire. Do we have copper wire? We can make copper wire. Let's do that. I've done that. Ew, no, don't want to look at those. That's right. We want to unlock. No. Overclocking, please. That's going to be 5 minutes. Right. Although we do have to look at the hub upgrades because we do need the next one. Unfortunately, the next one is jump pads, for which we need 50 rotors, 300 iron plates, which we've got in storage, and 150 cables, which we've already got. So we can put those in. 300 metal plates we can get easily enough, because they'll be here. Might as well take an extra 100 for us. There we go. And we need 50 rotors. Now for rotors you need screws and rods, I think. Yes, screws and rods. So we have some rods in here. What I'll do is I will make a whole bunch of them. We need 50 of them, so it's going to take me a while. I'll go ahead and start doing that. Okay, there we go. We have more than enough. We need 50, we've got 60. I also had to go on a fuel run because we were very low on fuel. But let's launch.
Milestone reached. Several buildings aimed at factory traversal can now be accessed in the build menu. Caution is recommended during use of these products.
Yeah. I imagine it is. Okay. The next thing we need to do, I think... Yeah, we have to complete the space elevator next. Before we can unlock any more hub upgrades. So, to do that, we need 500 concrete, which we have. 250 iron plates, we have. 400 iron rods, we have. 1500 copper wire, we have. So, where are we going to build our space elevator? I imagine it's quite big. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it's quite big. Okay. Okay, let's put it up by... We could put it out here, I suppose. Okay, so it's got inputs, 3 inputs on each side, and a terminal there. Oh, I want to leave plenty of space, but we don't want it to be too far away. Okay, no, I'm going to put it up by the copper. Ooh, bauxite. That's probably useful. I'm going to put it up by the copper mines, I think. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's not terrible. Yeah, this is probably a good spot for it, I think. Okay, let's pop it in there. Ooh, it's really big. I mean, it's a space elevator. It's got to be quite big. Ooh. Oh. Oh, hello. It's got an actual elevator. Okay, so our first objective is 50 things. I don't know what those things are. I assume we can now make them, though. Maybe we can make them in the assembler. Let's have a look. Or is this going to be another hub upgrade I have to unlock? Do. Okay, everything's still moving down here, which is nice. Obviously the copper's kind of stopped now because we filled up our storage bins. Let's have a look at the assembler. Oh, we want to go this way, don't we? If I'm already getting lost, it doesn't bode well for when I have an actually large factory, does it? Okay. Can you make things? Yes. Well, smart plating. So you need rotors and metal plates. Okay, so we'd need 2 assemblers feeding into another assembler to make smart plates. Okay, right. I don't want to faff around here with this iron supply too much because we got this running reasonably well at the moment. We can fiddle with it a bit later. So I think we should go and look for some more iron. Now, on my excursions getting fuel and so forth, let's actually go and make sure all of our biomass burners up here are full. But on my excursions I have found a few bits of iron here and there, and some of them aren't too far away, I don't think. 175, you alright? 120, yeah, you can have some more. Okay, these are all okay. Yeah, so I have found, I think there's some over there. Let's go and have a look. Oh, and before I do that, actually... Ooh, berry. Before I do that, there was a comment, rather cryptically, suggesting that I might want to cut down the mushroom-looking things outside the cave entrance. So let's go and see what that does. Wow, that is just... I mean, we're not going to have trouble finding where the base is, are we? We should be able to see that from pretty much everywhere on the map, I suspect. Yes, so let's go and see if we can... Mushroom-looking thing... Ah, these things, maybe. Nope, that's the button I want. Come on. Right. Cut down these. What do these give me? Mycelia. Yes, of course they do. Of course they do. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we can get mycelia. Let's grab some bushes while we're here. Yeah, we can get mycelia. That's useful. I know we can turn it into biofuel at some point. But I think it's got other uses as well. But for the moment... Oh, can we research anything with it? Oh, we've researched the overclocking. Good, good. Excellent. Right. Don't want to worry about any of that. Can we do anything here? There we go. Okay, we can... If we get 100 biomass, which we can probably do... If we can maybe rescue it before it gets in... Ah, no, we might not be able to. Alright, I'll just make some biomass. That should be easy enough. And then we'll be able to research fabric. Do I have anything in here I can make into biomass? Yes. I think I can turn leaves into biomass... petals into biomass, can't I? Nope, I can't, but I can do the... I didn't want to do that at all. I wanted to turn it into biomass. Did I turn it into biomass? I did, but not enough. Right, okay, I will grab some more and then I'll come back and we'll research that, or set that research up, and then we'll go looking for iron. Okay, the research is done. We'll make a parachute. Ooh. No, we're going to go and find iron. Yes, I think there's iron this way. We'll probably have to fight some of those massive armadillo type things. But that's okay. I'm getting used to that. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that I'm reasonably competent in dealing with them now, because it will just mean I'll get killed by them. Okay, where are we? That looks like iron. And I know there's some I think there's some impure nodes over there, but hopefully this is a bit better. Where are you? There you are. Hello, how are you? Yep, that worked. Okay, what have we got? We have impure node. Impure node. Impure node. Another one of these bad boys. Come on. Oh. Yeah, fair. Yeah, impure node. I assume these are all going to be impure. Yeah, right. So, impure nodes, I think, give 30 a minute. So that's still going to be 120 a minute. That'll be enough. Right, and then we need to set up all of the construction to deal with rotors, reinforced plates, and then smart plating. Wow, okay, this is going to be problematic. This is going to be a challenge to my poor brain. I bet I don't even have the resources to start the layout, do I? At least it's not too far, so we'll be able to connect it up to the main power grid. We may need to... In fact, we're almost certainly going to need to add more biomass burners to that. Okay, so what have I got on me? Not a lot of concrete, typical. A few metal plates, a lot of screws, some iron rods, some reinforced iron plates, a lot of cables. Right, okay, let's get rid of these nodes, or these accretions of ore first, which is going to fill up my inventory probably. Right. So 30 minutes I can put a single smelter on each of these nodes, and that will get me the 100% efficiency we want on there. Then assemblers. Oh, brain. Not assemblers, we need constructors first. To turn the ingots into plates and rods. We then need to make screws. Feed the screws into an assembler with the plates. We also need to feed screws into an assembler with rods. Okay, I'm going to sort of sketch this out and see if I can get my head around it, and then I'll come back and we'll start construction. Okay, we've done something. None of it's connected up properly yet, but we have a mine on each of these impure nodes, connected directly to a single smelter. So they'll be operating at 100%. 30 ore coming out of the mine, 30 ore going into here, 30 ingots coming out. Now, down here, the terrain's a little bit uneven, so I've had to do the best I can with the foundations. Down here we have a row of constructors. I just put in a whole bunch of constructors. If we look around the back here, we've got these 4 set up to make iron rods. These 2 are feeding into this merger and into this conveyor lift. These 2 are feeding into that merger and going into that conveyor lift. And if we go upstairs, clamber over all of this nonsense. So 2 of them come up in this lift, into this splitter, into these 3 constructors that are all set to make screws, and then at the back they feed out into this merger, oops, and into an assembler. Now our iron rods that have been being made on the other line are coming up and also being fed into this assembler, and this assembler is set up to make rotors. Now it's going to have more than enough screws and iron rods going into it. It needs 20 minutes, it's going to be getting 30 iron rods. It needs 100 screws, it's going to get 120. So theoretically, when we actually find another slug, well, there we go. We should be able to make a power shard, I think they're called, and use that to overclock. Yeah, there we go. I need a blue slug to make a power shard that we can increase the rate that this produces, so we'll be able to knock that up to closer to what it's actually getting. Now that does leave us with 2 constructors, which yeah, Obviously, we want them probably making iron plates, to be honest. But I'm not sure. Because what we want to be able to do is also set up a line for the reinforced plates, which take screws as well. So do we want to... Let's have a look. What is the recipe for that, and how much do we need? 30 iron plates, so we feed one constructor straight in, and 60 screws a minute. Okay, well that's half of what one smelter will be able to put out, I think. Yeah, because we can split it over multiple construct. Okay, we should be able to do this, but we are going to leave it there for this episode. I don't know if I'm going to bring this construction up onto this level as well, or bring that out that way. Probably the latter, because then I can bring the other constructors off of here, or feed this. If we have this as the metal plates, that goes straight into an assembler. This one is going to have to be split over another 3 constructors and then recombined to go into the assembler. And then we'll need another assembler, which both of these assemblers are feeding into, I think. I'll just double check that. Make sure I'm getting this right. Yeah, iron plates and rotors. So, yes, we will need... Yeah, basically to repeat what we've got here already. We're going to need a lot more power. A lot more power. But we will do that either next episode, or I will lay it in before the start of next episode. This is already starting to tax my poor little brain. I dread to think what it's going to be like when we get so many more resources and things to make. Anyway, we will leave it there for this episode. Thanks very much for joining us. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, please leave us a comment. Let me know what you think of this. Any help or advice, gratefully received. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it, even though it is hurting my brain. So until next time, please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.